What's up, everyone? All right, well, live from Lake Placid. I finished the morning here trading. I'm done, locked up, finishing with about $3,000 of profit, which sets the record for the most money ever made here in this cabin in Lake Placid while day trading. That's pretty impressive. Now, it was an easy record to set because no one's traded here before, but nonetheless, a record was set, and I feel good about it. So today I traded 5 different stocks, was green on 2 out of the 5. Losses were small on the 3 that I lost on. One was a $27 loss, the other 2 were like $400 losses, and finished up about 4,000 on USEA. That was nice. We had some good volatility. I didn't trade it as well as I could have. I'm not being super aggressive yet, but made some money on it. And this was all trading on my traveling trading station here. So I've got the laptop, and then I had the 2 USB monitors right here, which are just super easy to pack and bring with me. So this was my trading station today right here, and this was my view out the window onto the lake. And now I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day. That was the goal, to get in, to trade, make a little money, finish the week green after, as you might recall, a small red day yesterday was down 1,300, a small red day on Wednesday, but I had a $5,000 day on Tuesday, and I don't even remember now what I made on Monday, but it was a green day. So, finishing the week green. So big picture, green on the week, green on the month, green on the year. Markets are bearish, so making money during a bear market, that always feels good. Just enough to keep my head above water. I'm 6 figures, still have the goal of $1 million on the year, and hopefully we have a strong second half of the year. I'm really hoping that we get some nice volatility October, November, December. That's usually when things pick up, just seasonally. So I'm hoping that we have a nice stretch there, and maybe we get a little rally in the market as well. But it's a few months out. We've got time. We'll see what happens. Obviously, inflation, recession, these are 2 big things that are affecting the overall market, and there is that global kind of overall market, the rising tide that lifts all ships. So when the market's strong, we find small caps get good sympathy. When the market's weak, we'll still get the one-off small caps like UC that's up 200%, but there are fewer further between, and generally when the market's colder, there's fewer market participants. People just say, market's cold, I'm gonna leave it alone. And that becomes this kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. More traders saying, I'm sitting on the sidelines, less volume, less volatility. And then it goes the opposite when things start to heat up. People come off the sidelines, volume increases, volatility increases, liquidity is better, and then you start to see these really big moves. So you gotta be mindful of the tide when you're trading. And, do you trade really aggressively when the tide is going against you, or do you trade really aggressively when it's in your favor? The choice is yours, of course, as always. I am trying to be very mindful of that right now, and so I'm continuing to trade with very small share size, very conservative. The green days are small, the red days are small. Hey, there's some kayakers out there. All right, well, I should probably get out and do something like that. So I'll let you guys enjoy the recap, and I'll see you back here first thing Monday morning. All right, enjoy the recap. All right, so it's about 10:30 here, and finishing up $3,000, which is pretty good. Made another 600 or so, got myself up to like 3,600, 3,700 on the day, and then gave that back. The last trade I just took was a attempt at a bounce off of the 20 moving average here, and stopped out of that for a loss. So gave back a little bit of profit there, but overall, trading with smaller size at the open to manage risk. We did have this nice move up, which I missed the whole thing because I was on a phone call. And then I tried to jump in this area for the next leg higher, but of course that's where it got choppy. And sometimes that's the way it goes. On the 5-minute USEA, so this is our leading gapper, 1.5 million share float, 51 million shares of volume. 5-minute chart still looks good. It's a bull flag. It may go higher. 715 is a daily level. If it can get through 715, then you've got room up to 8 and 889. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's already showing that it's kind of, it's been choppy. But on the other hand, sometimes a surprise move on Friday is the best chance for that to happen. And so you never know. But in any case, I think for me, I don't want to overstay my welcome. I don't want to trade for too long today, and I've already given back 10% off the top, almost 20% actually. So it's better for me. And the thing is, since the open, I've continued to churn commissions. So I'm back to the same amount of profit, but now you add in the extra commissions from the last, hour and a half of trading, and I'm actually in a worse place than I was at 9:30. And of course, at 9:30, I could have stopped and had an additional, hour and a half of my day to relax. So whatever. So the stocks I trade today, UC, that's the biggest winner. EVTL, second biggest winner, but only small gains on this one. We had breaking news on it. I got a 1 minute micro pullback, and there was a very clean 1 minute micro pullback, as you can see right here. So nice trades on that. BRQS lost $27 on this one. Got in at 194, so for the break of $2, stopped out, 1,000 shares, 3 cents, no big deal. QRTEB, traded this one at the open, and despite it squeezing all the way up to 750, I lost money on it, 387. And ILAG, I lost money on this one at the open, or just before the open, I guess. No, it was right at the open as well, thinking maybe it would break over 2. So overall, kind of a continuation of a slow week, but a $3,000 green day, day trading in Lake Placid is fantastic. So yeah, it's slow. I'm not hitting $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 green days right now, but a small green day of 3,000 is a green day nonetheless, and I'll take it, be grateful for it, and I don't want to overstay my welcome. If UC was really clean, if it was moving nicely, I could maybe add a little bit more profit. And I did add a little bit more and then I gave it back, which just is reflecting that, yes, it's moving, but it's not super easy to trade. So not really worth sticking around and overstaying my welcome on this one. So traded 5 stocks today, green on 2 out of the 5, but profit loss ratio today, much better. Average losers, $400. Average winners are probably also about 400, 500, but I just had a bunch of small winners on UC. So those all added up. That's kind of, very quick recap, not a whole lot to go over. Overall market, S&P 500, we had a bit of a gap up pre-market. It's holding so far, so that's continuing a bit higher. We're in the range here. You could look at this as a sort of long bear flag near the low. A couple data points that come out that are bad. We might see another flush back down to the lows, 362 on the S&P. Maybe a bit lower. I'm not confident yet that this is the low of the pullback of the bear flag or of the bear market, but we'll see. It's certainly too soon to tell. So in any case, we've got the overall market, still a little bit of headwind there. That's not helping too much. A couple other stocks that popped up today: KSPN, TBLT. Just some quick little pops. Nothing has really gone crazy or been super impressive, but a couple small gains. And right now, if that's enough to keep your head above water, then that's good. So, and today I was able to keep my head above water, and I'm finishing the week in the green, which is great. So, another green week, getting through the bear market, just kind of grinding on smaller gains, smaller losses, and that's because I'm trading with smaller share size. This isn't the market that warrants being aggressive and trading with big share size. It's just too risky. It's not worth it. And certainly on something like UC or QRTEB, trading with big size on those, I could have easily dug myself a hole of, 5 or 10 grand today if I wasn't careful on my entries, and the slippage and everything else is tough. When we start seeing better momentum, more volume will come into the market. That volume will then support trading with larger positions. Relative volume will be higher. Liquidity will be better. So it's, sort of self-fulfilling prophecy, both to the upside and the downside. When it's cold, people start to ease off. That makes it colder. More people ease off. It gets colder. Then it starts to heat up. More people come in. That makes it hotter. More people come in. It makes it even hotter. So we get these extremes in the waves of the market, especially in the small caps, but we just have to be mindful of that and not try to fight it when the trend is going against us, because that's when you get yourself into trouble. You dig a big hole, and then you look back and think, wow, that was the worst type of market for me to be that aggressive in. It really wasn't worth it. All right, so that's it for me. Reminder, as always, trading is risky. My results are not typical, so take it slow. And we'll be back here on Monday morning. All right, see you on Monday. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.